All right, I am Mr. Ulmer. I'm from home today, as most of us are, and a lot of our classes will be this semester for the first 2 weeks from home or from school or whatever. You're going to be doing them through Zoom. Okay, might as well get used to it. That seems to be the way that normal is going to be going. I teach welding. I'm the program coordinator at OC Tech for welding and advanced manufacturing technologies. We got offer 3 different tracks: the associate's degree in applied science and welding. Which is 64 hours. We offer a basic certificate and an intermediate certificate. The certificates do not include the math, science, English requirements that the associate's degree does. All right, we got 3 welding instructors right now. Myself, Mr. Larry Osborne, he teaches most of the high school students. We call those, what do we call those again? Just slipped my mind. And we have Mr. Garland, which is an evening adjunct instructor. He also teaches at Cope Career School. And he comes over and does our night classes for us. All right, what are you gonna learn? What you gonna learn when we take the welding courses here at OC Tech? Oxy-fuel cutting, how to run a torch, how to run a plasma cutter, how to use an air carbon arc gouger. We're gonna stick weld in all positions and all grooves. We're going to MIG in all positions, some grooves. We're going to flux core in all positions, T-joints, and we're going to do flux core V-grooves. We are going to TIG in all positions, T-joints. We'll try to get into a little bit of V-grooves. That's not something that we focus hard on. You're going to learn how to read blueprints, possibly get some stainless steel welding, and hopefully if you make it far enough, we'll get into the pipe welding. At least we're going to learn how to set up one. You may not be proficient in it, but you'll know how to set it up. You know how to prep the pipe. Set your gap and hopefully put some roots in there, okay? Materials needed. What you gonna need for this class? Welding books, NCCER Welding 1, 2, and 3. They're available at the OC Tech bookstore. You gotta have your PPE. If most of it's available at the OC Tech bookstore also, which you can use your financial aid card for, which is great. It works out. They offer everything that you're supposed to have is going to be there. But you can purchase your PPE at Airgas, Lincoln, Miller. They offer kits and stuff like that for beginners. And Southern Welders over there behind the Department of Transportation building in Orangeburg also does it too. Tell them you're a student and you'll get, I think it's 10% off. This is an example of the Welding PPE kit from Lincoln. Part number is K4416. It is $193. It comes with everything that you need, minus a pair of locking clamps. It's got a bag, it's got a fire retardant jacket, hood, gloves, safety glasses, wire brush, chip and hammer, and MIG pliers. Okay, that's a pretty good kit. You will have to have safety glasses every day. Every day you come into the class and to the shop, you got to have safety glasses on. If you don't have them on, I'm going to warn you. If you don't have them on again, I'm sending you home. All right, you got to have a welding shield. You cannot weld without a welding helmet. That's just not going to happen. You got to have gloves. I'm not talking about gloves you go to Ace Hardware and get. I'm talking about gloves, the gauntlet style, thick leather gloves that come up to your mid forearm elbow. All right, a welding jacket. It can be either a leather jacket or fire resistant cloth jacket. Some of them make a blend. I know my jacket has leather sleeves and leather collar, but the rest of the body is fire resistant cloth, which kind of helps it keep a little cooler. You got to have long pants on, no frays, no cuffs down at the bottom. They got to be over your boots at all times. No worn out ass jeans, anything like that. It's going to catch fire. Got to be nice, straight legged pants. No short steel toe boots. You got to have boots. Don't come to my shop thinking you're going to get away with Crocs or flip flops or tennis shoes or what we call penny loafers. That's not going to work. All right, you got to have boots on and no rubber boots. Rubber boots catch fire and melt. All right, I prefer the slip-on boots because they slip on easily and they slip off easily if something was to get down into your boot and start burning your foot. All right, they can be lace-ups. They ain't no problem with lace-ups. I got a pair of lace-up boots sometimes I wear too. However, I don't do a lot of heavy welding in my lace-ups. All right, over time, your lace is going to burn from the sparks from the torch or from your, if you're doing a lot of sitting down welding, like a lot of students do, eventually the laces will burn and bust on you, okay? You can get those pretty much anywhere. Steel toe boots are not offered at the bookstore. You will have to go to Walmart or a place like, what's the shoe store there in town? you're going to have to find you a pair of leather boots, okay? Leather boots, not plastic boots, leather boots. Basic tools, you got to have a chip and hammer, wire brush, file striker, tip cleaner, okay? Locking pliers. You have to have a set of locking pliers. They can be channel locks, or they can be the welding locking pliers. You can get them for $8, or you can get a pack of them at Tractor Supply for like $8, okay? And have 3 different sizes. Get them. MIG pliers are made for cleaning out MIG nozzles. They do not hold metal very well. That's not what they're intended for, all right? Get you some earplugs, tinted face shield, or cutting goggles, okay? We have tinted face shields in the shop that you're going to have to wear anytime you're doing cutting, unless you have your own cutting goggles, which is a shade 4, right? School hours. A lot of kids ask me about school hours. What time we got to be there? When do I need to come? All right, morning classes are usually 8 to 12. I think this semester it's 8:10 to 12:10. You're going to be there the entire time. Do not be late. Do not leave early. Do not show up 2 hours into class and think I'm going to let you in. It's not going to happen. Afternoon class hours are usually 1 to 5, somewhere around in there. Depending on, most of them start around 1. We usually give students a lunch break between 12 and 1. We have office hours between 12 and 1, things like that. All right. Yeah, IMT classes are usually a lot shorter. They're usually within an hour and a half to 2 hour classes, and most of those are in your afternoons. You are expected to be there the entire class, not part of it. Hey, I got to leave early every day at 10 o'clock because I got a job. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. I might let you do it once, twice. That's it. I'm going to mark you absent. Okay. Don't be late. Don't leave early. 4 days out per semester, and you are dropped from the class. 4 days. If you meet twice a week, okay, let's say example is you got a Welding 118, you meet on Wednesdays. I'm sorry, on Mondays and Wednesdays. All right. That means you meet twice in a week. That means you can miss 4 days the entire semester and still receive your credit. All right. You miss 5 days, you're being dropped. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you got medical issues and your grandpa died and you had to be there for the funeral, I understand that things happen. Don't use all your days up because you don't know what's going to happen at the end. I dropped a kid last year on the last day because he decided not to show up for his exam, and that was his 5th day. All right. Don't be late. Don't be late and show up. All right. 2 important things we need to know about, which you probably already got a pretty good handle on already, is the Connect and D2L. All right. You're going to use these systems a lot here at OC Tech, especially now that we've gone to a lot of virtual and online instructions. All right. I'm sure you know how to get to Connect. That's how you register for your classes, most of you. That's where you're going to find your financial aid. You're going to review pay your bill. You're going to search and register for classes. Maybe there's a class out there that's offered instead of HSS 105. You want to take an art class. That's fine. You can research that. Let me know and we'll look at it. If it's got the same amount of hours you need it, we'll do it. All right. View your advisor. Like I said, I am your advisor. Anybody that has to do with anything with welding, I'm the advisor. You can view and print your class schedule. All right. I cannot print a class schedule from my computer for you. It will not work. You can access your academic plan to see what you're going to take next semester, the semester after that, and after that, and then view your final grades and your GPA. Your final grades will be in Connect, not in D2L. And then lastly is your transcript. D2L. D2L is where we view our online class content. What is happening in the Welding 118 class today, next week? When is my test? Where are my grades for Welding 118? It is in D2L. This is where you can submit your assignments, check out the course calendar, and that is your current class grade in D2L. Updated most of the time daily, all right? Access your school email through D2L, all right? I may contact you through D2L. You missed 2 days. I'm going to be looking for you. I'm going to say, hey, where are you at? Are you alive? If you're dead, don't respond. Okay. Do I need to drop you? Are you having problems? All right. And campus announcements. Campus announcements would be like the library is open only on Friday today, or the cashier's desk will be open Monday through Friday till 1 o'clock. And then your online advising. Okay. Class calendar is in D2L. It's under your resources once you enter that class. You will only have access to your calendar through your D2L. The calendar holds important deadlines and due dates that have been entered by instructors. We try to use this calendar. It's something new that we're learning to do too. I'm not going to say every assignment's going to be on there every time. Assignment and quiz exam is going to be on there, but we're trying. We're getting there, okay? Make sure, most importantly, you access your announcements and keep up with your D2L. What makes a successful student? Anybody know? Anybody want to take a shot? Number one, showing up. Show up on time. All right. Number of hours in your class in your lab. You gotta watch them. Okay. Number of hours of study. This is more than high school. This is more than high school. I promise you, this is gonna move a whole lot faster. You're adults, and we're gonna treat you like that. All right. They say rule of number is twice the number of hours per week in class. So if you've been in a lecture for 2 hours, all right. So 2 times 2, 4 hours. You need to be studying for that class for 4 hours. And it's sometimes beneficial to reduce your class load to be successful. Let's say you've taken 15 hours. 15 hours is a lot of hours. Maybe your grades are suffering a little bit. Maybe you need to withdraw from one of those classes that you don't particularly need to stay on course to help those other classes' grades come up, relieve you some stress, and get back to doing things, okay? We do that all the time. We do that. That's no problem. All right. We got some free resources at OC Tech. All right. The library, always free, always will be. Student Success Center. They got some tutoring in there. We do have a welding tutor on staff, but he's kind of come and go as people need him. Nobody needed him last semester, so it is TRIO, career development, job placement. We have one of those, and that's pretty active. We're getting better with the welding. If you need a job after you get out of school, you want to work, you want to stay local, or you want to go to Louisiana, we can probably help you out. All right, we got counseling services, we got security, okay, and online tutoring through BrainFuse. Right? Some things you can check out if you need some extra help. All right, that's all we got to go over. I would like to add one other thing on there, that we need to be careful this semester with our cell phone usage in the shop. We had a couple complaints from instructors, from the other instructors, that students seem to be not only listening to their music on their phones, but seem to be accessing the social media pages and everything else. That is not what the welding lab is for. And most of the times we put a correlation together, the students who spend a lot of time on the phone have received incompletes and W's because they haven't finished their work, right? And if you haven't finished your work, you're going to receive an I, okay? Which can be fixed, but it's going to take longer, all right? So we allow cell phones in the lab right now for you to listen to your music, okay? We have an overhead speaker and we listen to music, okay? We do. It gets some kind of boring in there if all you hear is chipping hammers all day. And wire brushes and grinders, they get sold. So we play some music just to cut it up. If you want to listen to your music with earbuds, that's fine. However, I don't want to bust up in the booth 3 times a day and see you sitting on a stool checking out on social media or posting to some weld porn page or some junk like that. That's not going to happen, right? I'm going to warn you once. Second time, you out, okay? Let's see what else. Safety glasses are huge important. Safety glasses are a must. Do not show up to my class without safety glasses. If you show up and you don't have your glasses, I'm not going to let you in. You're not going to come in my shop without safety glasses. All right. If you lost them at break, you better go find some. You better go buy some. They offer them. They sell them at the bookstore, and I think they sell them at Dollar General across the street. Do not show up without any kind of safety equipment that you're supposed to have. Okay. You forgot your welding helmet at home, there is no use in you being in my class. I'm going to send you home with a 0. I'm going to count you absent, okay? Any questions? Anybody got any questions